Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Max here. Today I got more of a little, a serious video for you guys. It's not really serious as in, oh my god, we're talking about a tragedy. This is more of a big problem that I've seen in the 2K community recently, and I just wanted to, kind of address it in a video and, get your guys' thoughts. And I actually got a lot of opinions from the Reddit subreddit, the NBA 2K subreddit, and they gave me a lot of their opinions, a lot of things they really hated. So that's what I'm bringing to you guys. You see, as of late, I realized that NBA 2K's My Team mode has become more and more unplayable as the months went by. Although they promised that they would fix a lot of these problems in past 2Ks, and they're repeating mistakes that they said they wouldn't do again. So I just want to bring it up in a video, maybe, send it around to some community managers and see what they have to say about it. I want to break these problems up into three broad sections. The first one being the gameplay. The second one is how 2K treats us like a cash cow. And the third one is the servers. And now, before I start talking about all those problems, I just want to say this is not a direct attack at Take-Two and themselves, because they're in charge of a lot of other games. So I really don't like when people say, oh, 2K, what are you doing? I really think it's more appropriate to be, forwarding these videos to the community managers for 2K, because, that's kind of what they get paid for. I don't see why they're getting paid if they're not going to, sit here and listen to us. I don't know how they're not out of a job so far, to be honest with you guys. But that's besides the point. I'm here to talk facts, and I don't want to take any personal shots at anybody, so let's get straight into it. To start off, let's talk about gameplay. Gameplay in My Team is undescribable, and there's really no word for it. When you take the incredibly great concept that My Team is and fuck it up with things like the dumb AI, it's indescribable. Let's start off with the dumb AI though. Could somebody at the 2K headquarters please tell me why people have to jump back out of bounds to catch passes, or why the AI decides to foul on every take to the basket? Why do I bother to even buy defensive players when they play the same defense as the players that suck at playing defense? Why is it a foul whenever somebody drives in with Steph Curry and I try to block them with Yao Ming, but then when I drive in with Yao Ming and Steph Curry decides to block me, he sends it all the way back to the stand? What I just said stems to another part of the game, and that is have to cheese to win. People get rewarded for cheesing, but other people who play the game fair and like you're supposed to play it lose. Like somebody on the NBA 2K Reddit wrote, this game plays more like NBA Jam than NBA 2K17, the supposed best basketball simulator of all time. Can somebody please explain to me in what world a Derrick Rose can posterize a David Robinson, but David Robinson can get blocked by a Derrick Rose? Or why a Sapphire or an Amethyst Kevin Durant can miss all their shots, but a subpar center can knock down his shots from the corner? Like somebody in the 2K Reddit said, this game plays more like a dice roll than an actual game. The game's algorithm decides everything, the outcome of every shot, and it makes no sense. If it's a good quality shot, it should go in. But that's not how 2K is played. It's played more like a dice roll, and that's what's wrong with the game. One of the things that's wrong with the gameplay. How come the equalizer of the game takes over late in the game when I'm up by 20 and it gives the other person a chance to come back, even though, that's not fair at all. It's not like I should be rewarded for stomping him out the whole game. No, let's give him a little bit of help so that he could come back from that 20-point deficit and end up beating me because of the shittiness that, my cards, the shitty stats that my cards receive, because the game's algorithm is fucking it all up to give the other chance person to make the game fun for them when they're just not good at it. It honestly makes no sense, and it ticks me off, and it ticks a lot of the people in the 2K community off. Another thing that has to do with 2K's gameplay that is absolutely horrendous on My Team is the ability to make custom jerseys and custom courts. Now, I understand that this is supposed to be a cool feature and a nice feature to be implemented, and it's for customization purposes, but please God, I am tired of loading up the game and everybody I play has a court that's all black that I can't even see my players on, or their home jerseys are the same color as my away jerseys, and it's horrible. I'm tired of seeing Harambe and Drake as every single logo. It's getting really old and really stale, and I'd prefer it if we just use NBA logos, NBA jerseys, NBA icons. There's a whole bunch of them. There's more than enough for every single team out there. Another big issue with My Team Online is the matchmaking. Now, if any of you don't know, basically, My Team Online has a matchmaking system where it goes bronze, silver, gold, emerald, sapphire, ruby, diamond, and amethyst, diamond, and so on and so forth, like the cards in the game. However, this matchmaking system has no actual, implementation. For example, I have people on this thread telling me their golds getting matched up with, prestige diamonds or prestige amethyst. It makes no sense. Like 2K, I understand that you have it for, reward purposes, but how come you don't actually implement it so that people in the gold league can play with people in the gold league? That would make a lot more sense. It would make for a lot more interesting gameplay. If I'm in the diamond league, I want to play somebody in the diamond league. Now I'm in the gold league, and now in the pink diamond league. I want to play somebody in my league who's my skill level. And last but not least, this was the most upvoted problem on the subreddit. why are there still contracts? It is 2017, guys, 2017, and we still have to put contracts on our players, which makes no sense. If you look at a lot of the other, games like MLB, for example, their, my team mode, or I don't know what it's called, but their my team mode, definitely, they do not have contracts. And a lot of people said, oh, it's because of the inflation of the market, cards would be ridiculously, priced without, and that makes no sense because, on that game, the market isn't inflated. I really don't see, how come if I have a full Ruby lineup, you're paying like $2,400 per game for contracts, and that's ridiculous. You're already paying a lot for those cards. Why do you have to pay so much for contracts? And it makes zero sense, especially with the amount that you make each game. You do not make each game to sustain, being able to pay those contracts and being able to have a super nice team. But this, of course, is always beat when we talk about the microtransactions and how you can buy contracts with VC, but you can't buy boxes with MT, which is just because 2K wants us to purchase more microtransactions, which is why the second problem is how 2K treats us like a cash cow. Anybody who has played my team knows that each, promo pack costs $50 to open for a 21-pack box with a topper. Now, this is ridiculous if you look at the actual price of the game only being $60. Also, if you play my team, you notice that this year's, boxes are only VC only, which is pretty ironic because you can't actually open a box from actually playing my team, which is, really funny. To actually earn the VC to play one of those games, you'd have to play countless hours on the game, and you'd have to risk getting all bronze, silvers, golds, or rubies, like this one YouTuber, Shake and Bake. He opened 7, I think, of those boxes, and out of the toppers, which are supposed to be the best cards, or, the highest chance of getting the best cards, he got 7 rubies. Now think about it. 7 times 50, that's $350 you're spending on 7 ruby toppers. Keep in mind that 7 boxes of the promo 21 packs is pretty much impossible to get with, straight up earned VC. Another messed up thing is that you have to get all the Team USA Diamond players to get a Diamond Charles Barkley, a pink Diamond Charles Barkley. But as many 2K fans know, 2K has recently, released a pink Diamond Kevin Love, which is the same overall as this Charles Barkley. And I don't know in what world that it makes sense that a card that you have to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars for is the same overall and same card tier as a card that they just give out for free. Chris Manning, also known as LD2K, tweeted that there would never be pink diamond locker codes again, and guess what? Pink diamonds are supposed to be exclusive, but you could just give it out to people for free, and there's actually been people that have gotten 2 pink diamond locker codes. They don't even limit the amount of times that you can get it. The thing that pisses me off most about microtransactions is that the things cost nothing to manufacture. VC costs nothing to manufacture. It's not actual currency. The name of it is virtual currency, which is ridiculous that you're paying up to $50 or $100 or $350 for several box openings of one promo box. And there's been a ton of these throughout the year, and it costs nothing to manufacture, and they're ripping the 2K community off. They're ripping the My Team community off because just to stay afloat, you need these good cards if you're not so good at the game. There are also YouTubers who are trying to show off these cards, so they have to end up paying ridiculous amounts of money so that they can show these off to their viewers, which the viewers want to see. It's just super unfair, and it makes no sense. I don't understand why it's in the game. I don't understand why 2K even, has that implemented. I don't know why they would give out a pink diamond when that's supposed to be one of the most, prestigious cards in the game. If you guys want, you can tweet LD2K, but I don't know, he might block you because, apparently community managers can block the community. It makes no sense. I have no idea. Last but not least, guys, the topic of the servers. Now, for years upon years, they have promised us that the servers would be fixed, and guess what? Year by year, they get worse. This year in My Team Online, people will know that the My Team is broken. You can't even play a My Team Online game because every time you make somebody rage quit, you guys both get a loss. Every time you win, you get a loss. It makes no sense. It's impossible to go undefeated in a league and get the prize if you're losing for winning. It makes no sense, and you can't even play a MyPar game. It takes up to 20 minutes to get into one MyPar game, and then you realize that that cord's glitched or it's lagging and you can't play. We've been promised better server year after year, and we pay $60 year after year. We get robbed because everything is exactly the same. 2K, if you're gonna make it so that I have to win 9 or 10 games in a row to get a reward, please just fix your server so I can actually play the game, because currently I quit my team because my team is literally unplayable at the moment, and that's what grinds my gears so bad. Now, I want people to see this video, so if you guys could share it with somebody, share it on Twitter, send it around, send it to your friends. If you guys want to tweet it at LD or Ronnie, even though, I'm pretty much nobody. I'm not really a respected member of the 2K community, but, I just want to, speak as a person, as a regular person, not as a big YouTuber, as a regular person. I just want to speak out on it, and, these aren't even mine. I didn't even voice my opinions. I voiced everything that the 2K community had to say in the NBA 2K subreddit, which is really disturbing. I got over 77 responses on what ticks you off the most post about my team, which is one of the highest response counts I've seen on that subreddit. Share this video on Twitter, go tweet it at somebody, I don't know, tweet it with a big YouTuber, maybe they'll retweet it, I have no idea, man. I'm not making this video for the views. In case you guys noticed, I don't even have ads on my videos. I just want people to see this, and I want 2K to actually do something about this.